This is Into the Fire. I'd like to welcome to Into the Fire the young, the exciting, the up-and-comer, Todd, look out, I'm coming for you, Hazelwood.
Thank you for having me on the show.
That's all good. First things first, you look like Peter Parker. Anything you're not telling us?
I wish I had those skills. It would be quite handy to have that out on the racetrack, I reckon. But no, I don't live a second life, definitely. I stick to the racetrack and that's it.
Yeah, it would be pretty handy. It says you took your first laps around the Adelaide Grand Prix at 6 weeks of age. I've heard of child prodigies, but driving at 6 weeks old, impressive. Got your P's at 4 weeks old, did you?
No, it was actually quite a unique situation. So my dad was actually involved with a rally that was running at the time and got to do a few parade laps. So being the motorsport fans that they were, they chucked me in the back seat with a baby rug over me and took me for a lap. So obviously I wasn't driving the car, I'd have to be pretty skilled to do that. But pretty cool though to think that I got to drive on the Adelaide Grand Prix track when there was still Formula 1 cars there, and obviously now to be racing there is even more cooler. So yeah, pretty lucky.
Yeah, that's amazing to think about. Okay, so you started go-karting at a very young age. I did Mario Karts as well. What was your favourite track?
I actually started dirt karting first of all, so being from Adelaide, dirt karting scene's really big, and then made the transition to bitumen karting when I was 12. We went on to win 12 state championships, so it was a really cool and exciting part of my racing career, I suppose. But for me, my favourite track on the dirt would have to be in a track in the southeast of Adelaide, or southeast of South Australia, Bordertown. And then from a bitumen point of view, I actually really liked the Darwin circuit. That was really cool, really fast and flowing, and had a lot of success up there too.
Yeah, that would be cool. Your family were well known for their sausage sizzles, so it leads me to one question. Onion under the sausage or on top?
Definitely on top. You don't want it underneath. You don't get the taste of it. It makes the bread all soggy. No good.
Yeah, I like it on top too. Your parents must have done a lot for your career. Given it's an expensive business, I'm sure you're grateful for all they did.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it was very family orientated growing up as a kid. You know, both my mum and my dad and my sister were great supporters of mine, and obviously there's a lot of money involved in motorsports, so when you're not financially well off as a family and you haven't got a business to rely on or anything like that, we had to think outside the square. So that's where the fundraising element come involved, sausage sizzles, selling Cadbury chocolates at school and all that sort of stuff. So we just did whatever we could to try and go racing, and so far it's paid off. It's been a really exciting journey.
Yeah, it would be pretty exciting. So, you're a South Aussie. Is it nice being back in good old SA? Whereabouts did you live, and what age did you fly the nest?
Yeah, for me, I grew up in, obviously proud of South Aussie kid myself, and I grew up in Athelston, so I'm just on the base of the foothills. But I travelled around a lot as a kid, so we were travelling interstate all the time. But there's no better place than being at home here in Adelaide. And anytime I spend time here is always with family and friends and catching up with everyone.
Yeah. You won numerous titles in both dirt and sprint racing before progressing to Formula 4 and Formula 3. You were obviously a young star. How did you think you might make a career out of sport racing?
Yeah, good question. For me, I always had sights in trying to become a professional racing car driver. It didn't matter if I was driving a Nissan Pulsar or a V8 supercar. It was, as long as something that had wheels and had a motor and went fast and gave myself a thrill, that was what I was searching for. So for me, obviously growing up as a kid, I always wanted to become a supercars driver. That was the ultimate goal, and I feel very lucky to be able to call myself an official driver of today.
Yeah. Being a Formula 3 racer, did you or do you have the ambition of becoming a Formula 1?
That's a very good question, actually. Yeah, I was starting to take a different path of going away from supercars at one point. So yeah, did a year of the National Formula 3 Championship here in Australia, and we started looking at the options of actually going overseas and trying to chase the dream of going towards Formula 1. But as you start to grow up and get involved in that industry, you start to realise that there's a hell of a lot of money involved, and you really need to have some serious money behind you and backing and supporters to make that all work. And unfortunately, I wasn't really starting my career at the right time. I was probably a couple of years too late. So although I was only 16, 17 at the time, I was actually deemed probably too old over in Europe. So that's essentially that's what supercars in the near future from that moment.
Yeah. In 2013, in the Formula 3 season, you won the reality television series Shannon Supercar Showdown, landing a test driver role with Ford Performance Racing in 2014. What was it like being a part of that show?
It was really cool. Obviously never been exposed to being on reality TV before, but it certainly taught me a lot what goes on behind the scenes and from a production point of view and all that sort of stuff. So it was really cool. And obviously for me, I'm personally a massive Ford fan growing up as a kid, and I idolised the guys of Mark Winterbottom and Will Davison. So to meet them on the show was really special, and obviously winning the show was even more incredible. So looking back at it all, it was a fantastic experience. Obviously got to drive a V8 supercar for the first time, and that really kind of took my career to the next step. Kind of put Todd Hazelwood on the map, if you call it, and essentially landed the opportunity to drive for Matt Racing at the start of 2014, the Dunlop Super 2 series, and 6 years later I'm still here today. So it's looking back at that moment was really important for my career.
Yeah, that's super cool being on a reality show. You won the Mike Cable Young Gun Award in 2014 and then progressed to winning the title in 2017. The supercar career then began. Another exciting time.
It was really special. 2014 was a tough year. We took a massive punt and trying to put the Super 2 program together. We didn't have the money to do it. We mortgaged the house. We sacrificed everything essentially, and I felt like it was a risk that paid off. And to get the Mike Cable Young Gun Award it's a really prestigious award. There's not too many people that have got that name to that award, but the people who have gone on to do bigger and better things. So it was a really exciting point in my career. I got to speak in front of all the team owners, all the main drivers at the Gala Awards night back in 2014, the end of the season there. That was really cool as well, and really special moment.
Yeah, that was really special. You had a difficult rookie supercar season, but you're now on the up. At 23 years old, the world is your oyster. What is the short-term goal?
Short-term goal, keep racing hard, hopefully keep getting some really good results. I feel for us we're starting to get a little bit of form and consistency happening now, so hopefully we can keep building on that and continue to be that, I suppose, a small team that can, because no one really expected us to probably be as strong as what we have this year, so that's been a great shot in the arm for the team and also a bit of confidence for myself. So we're trying to build on that and hopefully bigger and better things to come in the short-term future.
Yeah, hopefully. You had your best result in Adelaide. Was it cool to have your first top 10 finish in your hometown?
Yeah, the Adelaide 500 this year was really special. Getting my first run in the shootout as well and qualifying 7th in that was really cool. And then obviously to get our best result of the year at Adelaide, home crowd, there's nothing better. It was like a dream come true. For me, I've got many memories, when I was almost your age and a bit younger as well, watching the cars go around and hanging off the fence, to then actually essentially being in the car and doing it myself was unbelievable.
It would be unbelievable. In Queensland, you look like you getting your highest finish until you got a puncture. How angry were you that day?
Yeah, it's pretty devastating actually. We felt like all the ducks had aligned. We did well in qualifying. We got 4th in the shootout, and it all felt like it was starting to come together. And we're just playing our own race and throughout the day and keeping our nose clean, and got a puncture, which essentially put us out of the running, almost put us a lap down. So that was really frustrating. And in the most recent round, we also were on track for another really good result. We had our left front dampers seized up, so essentially the left front suspension gave up on us, and we had to settle for 13th after running 7th, which would have still been a really good result for us. So hopefully this weekend, being back at home here in SA at Taylor and Bend, we can get that good result.
Yeah, that sucks getting a puncture. Well, it's the Bend, Todd. The one time of year it would be great to be driven around the Bend. Sorry, I hadn't used that pun yet. What do you think of the track?
The track itself is unbelievable. Obviously it's world class. It's very long. You almost get lost out there. There's so many corners and sectors, but really enjoyable. It's very unique to anything else that we race on. It's probably like combining Bathurst and Phillip Island and then timesing those two by 3. That's kind of what it feels like out there. It's very wild from a driver's perspective, and hopefully we can have a really strong weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. Taylor Bend gives you a chance to get back on those real hard tyres. A real advantage for you. Did I sound like I knew what I was talking about? Seriously, can you explain the difference between hard and soft tyres? Because I have no idea.
That's a very good question actually. Yeah, so the Supercars program, we have 2 different compounds. compounds, both the harder compound that we're racing on this weekend. So we've only raced on that twice already. So Adelaide 500 and Phillip Island, and we haven't raced on it since. So we've been on the softer compound. So essentially what that is, with two different types of compound, obviously the sidewall and the way the tyre is constructed has a stiffer grade for different styles of circuit. So when we're on a more high-speed style circuit, so the Bend, Bathurst, Phillip Island, we use a harder compound because it doesn't put as much stress through the sidewall. So yeah, it's one of the many elements that we're having to manage over a course of a race weekend.
Yeah. Can I just say, your motto of making your passion greater than your ability is the best. I love that.
Thank you very much.
That's okay. Well, Todd, you're an amazing person, and your dedication to being the best you can be is inspirational. You're going to be a great driver, and I have no doubt I'm talking to a future supercars champion. No one would be more deserving, but no one leaves into the fire without practicing the greatest celebration for that podium finish, which will arrive for you sooner than later. So here it is, Todd. It goes like this.
Very good. I like it. How's it go again?
Yeah, after you win one, you can do that. Want to do it one more time together? Good job.
Nice. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Todd, for chatting with me today. I've loved researching your story, and I'll follow your career with great interest. All the best for the future.
Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for having me on your show.
It's okay.
Cheers.
Thank you.